bit because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Shoves him away. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, Marino. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's elbow safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Page. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Play action, Willis.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Marino. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. 79 yards. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And shutting him off, now open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Marino. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Marino to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now Willis. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing, Willis.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Willis to throw.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
Going for the deep ball.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Williams loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.
rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour, give him help, yeah, give these boys help.
ice cream like Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Numb my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Sad boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I save him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my.
The first contest played here is still the highest attended game in NFL history. And crowds pushing 80,000 continue to arrive every time the league plays at Estadio Azteca here in Mexico City. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field when you were a player. What are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Locks his one. His first throw is an interception. And the Chargers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Cut, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Warriors, 70.
Off the play fake, Brissett. He's looking deep once again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down. Here's Brissett again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Trap 60. Come on. Hey.
From the shotgun, Brissett. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now Now Brissett on 4th down. He connects downfield on 4th. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on 1/4. Neither side separating much so far. More Madden Ultimate. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A pickup of 7. Normally that's a great gain, but still facing 3rd and pretty long. Setting up a throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Lions are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Lions working here. Here's 2nd and 11. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. They'll throw on first. He's trying another one deep. And someone stepped in. It's in. Oh, now a rattle, and it's loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, go!
Shotgun now for Brissett. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Full play action here, Brissett. That's complete. Cole Kmet. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Connects with the open man downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Jaden Reed to return this. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Going the other way. Lions have it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Come on, come on.
Reset now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They're going play action. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cougar 19.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. That throw finds Komet. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. He'll throw it. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. To the house. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts from the goal line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Now this kick, I think I might have been able to kick that one. Not good at all. It's out of bounds.
Here we go. Set.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds his man Chase. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Lions get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Ready. 19 Lions. Ready.
They go play action here. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. Brissett looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. Toward Jefferson, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, he put some heat on it. He's got it at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
18 Rodwood, 18 Rodwood. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Brissett. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Not one, not two, but 3 straight sacks to snuff out that drive. I'm not sure Kate will ever see a defense stick a QB in the ground like that on 3 straight plays, but this defense, they're pedal to the metal, unrelenting, and what an incredible effort.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Let's see what they went with on third down. Looking for a throw here. Pass it down close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. So we're through 3 here. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. And he makes the play a full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for...
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. He throws a bullet down the right side. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play! What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the 1st on 4th down.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Warriors 70. Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Brissett. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they bring him down around the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Pioneer. Ready? Go.
Throwing now, Brissett. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss. Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Come on.
Now to throw. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Searching for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Throwing from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Patrick Peterson. And the Chargers take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said.